and Siditang. A lot of action in those areas. Everyone else kind of a little bit scattered out. As you can already see, JDG getting themselves in a little bit of a fight versus some of these members. KLA as well, also forcing TE out from the podium at the bottom as LYD just getting harassed here. They haven't got anything. They got a zipping, so they got some healing, but KLA just catching in on a free kill, really. That was a pretty easy one for them. Oh. Ballista shot up top, taking out a kill as well there. KLA getting himself on the board already with 2 kills. Barely done any looting. J-Team getting himself on a scrap here versus Balder. Peak going to find himself getting clicked away from the chance. He's going to be able to cleanse himself out of that one, but has lost a fair amount of HP in the meanwhile. J-Team grouped up though, losing a lot of HP as LXY taken down. Peak looking for the charge from the katana, unable to make it connect onto anyone. Comes in from the scale rush though. Peak low HP, getting knocked back here. J-Team trying to find the turnaround, unable to find it as Balder able to close that one out nice and easily for themselves. Now KLA and JDG getting themselves in a skirmish. There's just a lot of action here, Rune. Everybody dropping in close proximity to each other. This is a very scrappy game number 3 of Holoroth, the final game for Holoroth for the day. It's down go JDG, KLA. Lovely little fight for them as well.
Oh my goodness, KLA here coming out on top of that fight already. 6 eliminations of their belt, like you said, extremely scrappy. The momentum moving very quickly here, given that it is not a Firefly map. Now DRG, EWG coming in. 14 getting caught out by the Tesla ultimate here. We're going to see the charm come through, but DRG also coming back in there with a Bane's Breath early from them. This is a very similar tactic to what we're used to seeing coming in from DRG. Wujin trying to come in there and find that Dragon's Rush, not able to land the connection onto anybody in EWG. EWG breaking away, utilizing those grapples from their teammates there to try and keep the rest of them away. 14 caught out from the rest of their team. The rest of EWG over the wall, going to come back over, but 14, 1 HP in a dream, will catch some huge damage off of the pole sword. 14 goes down, but not without taking. Wujin 98 with him. EWG's 9 now coming in, catching out both members there with the Tesla ultimate. Now it's EWG in a 2v1. DRG had the advantage, but 14 able to clutch it out for the members of EWG.
Really lovely little turnaround there from AWG, able to pull themselves those 3 kills together. Alliance found themselves in a potential engagement with Dongqing, who is actually separated from the rest of FBX, so he has to buy some time. Pops the ult immediately, throws down one of those Fs, instantly Viper Stun comes out, breaks line of sight, gets out of dodge, still has his ult up and available to him, as Water though wasn't able to break away from the Viper Stun, ended up losing a fair amount of HP. It's getting pretty scrappy, just using the terrain and that line of sight to break away from everyone they can. Dongqing with the pole sword just trying to put some damage in on to these members of Alliance as Water has found land, gets zipped out in the moment before going down. Is going to be able to get himself healed back up. FPX. Nice little turnaround considering it was Dongqing getting caught to start that off. Quickly came to the save the day. A beautiful little turnaround.
Oh my goodness, here we are though, ladies and gentlemen. Zone 1, we're not even into Zone 2 yet, and the action continues to be heated. Cutting back over here to BBE, who didn't have quite as good a game at number 2 this time around on the Sand Siphon comp. Looking to make something happen here for themselves in game number 3 and climb back up those standings. I do believe that is a bounty onto Snack's head, though, so BBE being very careful about how they maneuver and pressure around the map. All of them, though, with purple weapons and purple armor under their belt before Zone 2. This is a comp that excels inside Realm of Yang as well, so BBE, you can bet, looking to position around the map and find their way into that Realm of Yang and take an early fight to set themselves up heading into the mid game. 5-2-1 taking a little break here to do a little bit of sightseeing, some shopping. You know, Unique says we got to stop at the mall on the way as we cut back over to JDG. Fun plus Phoenix looking to pressure in on what looks like Team Alliance over the hill here. I'm not sure where the remaining members of Fun plus Phoenix, there they are pushing up behind them. Water really trying to bait Alliance out here. 2 members up in the front. The rest of alliances, there we go. Lane coming in from the side here, going to pressure onto the backside of Fun plus Phoenix. Fun plus Phoenix, though, keeping them separated for the most part. Lane going to come in there with the F, able to connect onto 2 of the members there from Fun plus Phoenix. Alliance now locked down here. They have that Temi ult pop down, trying to take control of the situation from Fun plus Phoenix. Oh my good, Lane coming in there with the Aurora Burst, catching Water out, doing a ton of damage, but Water going to find the parry on the Aurora Burst coming back out. Fun plus Phoenix able to clean up the elimination on Lane off the back of the parry. It's now a 3v2, and Alliance trying to make it happen for themselves. Fun plus Phoenix keeping Revenge completely locked down with the Nunchucks. Revenge by themselves gets the port out just in time with a sliver of HP, but it goes absolutely nowhere. Revenge doesn't find the flick, and ladies and gentlemen, Alliance will go down to Fun plus Phoenix.
It's rust. It's rust. They're a bit rusty. We've seen a couple of pretty tragic Rusha ports today, to be honest with you. That was unfortunate, let's say. That was just very unfortunate from them. Right next door. It's not as bad as the port we saw last season on Holoroth, where someone ported their team into a Thorny Roller and got flattened. Absolutely hilarious. Tragic port. Just tragic port, but very, very funny. GG. So, very, very explosive game number 1. Game number 2, a little bit lackluster, unfortunately. Weren't really able to put too many points together. They're really enjoying dropping in Imperial North and kind of just the... not Imperial North, sorry. Imperial Village in the northern areas of Holoroth. Seeing them here multiple times where it feels like a lot of the lobby on Holoroth prefer to drop Plumed Castle in the middle of the map or south. So, GG... all of their kills kind of had to come together in the late game for them because they're not finding as many people at the early game as some of these other teams are. So the scores they're putting together early, not quite as convincing, let's say. The rest of the teams is right now eyes on J Team. Had a pretty rough start to this game, getting taken out very, very early, and they are just playing catch up right now. Blue armor, 1 person with a purple weapon. Everybody else a little bit more at a deficit. It's actually a replay of BBE taking out KLA here in this fight. Really, really clutch coming in from them. 17S gets himself taken out as well. And that's just the 2 kills that BBE have been able to put together for themselves. We have the Realm of Yang spawning up fairly soon. And I'm sure BBE, as in previous games, will be wanting to jump into that one. You can see the circle building up off on the mini-map right now in the top corner of the screen. So BBE already positioned to be jumping into this one. You know they're going to be wanting to go for it. One portal's completely untouched, actually. So interesting to see that multiple teams aren't particularly interested in jumping in right now. FPX actually making their way over. GG also making their way over. There's enough portal for everyone, boys. If they're going to be able to jump in time, or if this might just devolve into a fight for the portal in the first place. So it's going to be spawning up momentarily, and if you're good enough with it, you can catch someone before they get into the portal and separate them and isolate them from their team. Looks like BBE waiting to make sure they're all ready to jump in. Roy Shishi and Snack get in. Where's their third? There's their third. Got a little nervous for them there for a brief second. Couldn't quickly refill on the ultimates and see who BBE are going to be going toe-to-toe with in this first rotation of the Realm of Yang. At the moment, it actually looks like no one's really particularly interested in joining. GG actually maybe playing the ambush game afterwards. DRG get himself a Mystic Might from that Mora's Blessing, as FPX gonna try and dissuade. BBE are going to be going up versus GG, so it's just a showdown of what was happening outside. Let's see how this is going to go for GG. CJS trying to just get aerial here for a brief second, but actually kind of cancels it off until the last moment. There it is. Gets up in the sky, giving himself a bit of an aerial view on everybody, dropping down on top of the members of GG, catching Snack immediately. BB finding himself very, very low HP. BBE needs to just break away. Snack already getting bullied out here by GG. CJS now finding himself being a little bit harassed here by Ibin. The Sandstorm comes out, and now CJS has got themselves caught out. Is immediately going to force to throw that ultimate down. Is going to try and teleport away from all of this hairiness here from that Sandstorm is going to now reposition into a place in a more comfortable position as Aibin, low HP. LXM just keeping the pressure up on them, but Aibin still in this for just now. They're holding out, they're just breaking away, buying time, waiting out the transformations as somehow Aibin keeping themselves in the game. CJS able to finish them up there with the fan, making it quick work, and now GG, just like that, with a snap of their fingers, take this win. It was tight, but they were able to pull it out.
Look, I think GG here, this was no contest for them coming through. They had such great target acquisition every time somebody from BBE positioned to potentially take control of the fight. Their Yueshon, while transformed, was all over them, kept them from finding an opening into the fight. Forced 2 ultimates out before GG even loses an ultimate to the backside there. They just keep the pressure up, and there's nothing BBE really felt like they could do to respond there. As we move over to Team TE, J-Team going head-to-head here. These two very big rival teams into each other. TE going to keep enough pressure up onto J-Team. They're feeling forced to go ahead and burn that Wu Chen ult, but they have burnt a couple of abilities coming back out from the members of Team TE as well, so they can potentially turn back into that skirmish. And speaking of which, we cut over to Fun plus Phoenix. Trading blows here with the members of Team GG. Both these teams with that Vermilion Bird's Might just coming outside of their respective realm of Yanks here. CJS with a huge Yoda ultimate, going to do a ton of damage there onto Don Quing, trying to keep the pressure. They've got him separated here, looking for the opportunity. We're going to see the ult being invested here on the side of Team GG, I do believe, or Fun plus Phoenix, looking to keep the pressure up. They do lose one of their members. Don Quing goes down. GG trying to stay on top of it here. They do have CJS completely cut out there, but Alex M going to come in and be able to cover for them as well, as the F3 being invested by CJS here just to keep the pressure up. Water, though, with the double charge to RMB, no back-to-back, no parry coming through, but Fun plus Phoenix all of a sudden gets turned onto, and GG comes out on top.
Absolutely massive coming in. Now we're cutting over to JDG versus BBE. Roy Shishi trying to get some damage off here with the katana on to PP. PP breaking away, actually, sorry, Shishi playing defensive. It's PP they're going for. So many names. Tutik gets himself knocked back there by the parry, almost finds himself in danger, but uses that charge of their ultimate to get some damage down onto them. Tutik, low HP, Roy Shishi just keeping the pressure up onto Tutik. Down he goes, Roy Shishi able to secure that one. Now PP caught out by the grapples, turns around, does a bunch of damage there with the dual swords, just sending BBE sending packing, but they are low HP, they are outmanned, outnumbered, and outgunned. Down they go. BBE able to secure themselves yet another kill. That is 5 on the board, so a notable recovery after game 2, where BBE, they kind of crumbled a little bit after that first amazing game.
Yeah, I mean, BBE here having a fairly good early to mid game here. The thing is, they're going to really need to be able to carry this into late game. They did not win that Realm of Yang that they wanted to. They were able to get the cleanse just here. They need to head in. They need to find a win in that second Realm of Yang so that they can create some pressure and put some points on the board heading into late game, or they're going to find themselves struggling once they get there. As you take a look, Fun plus Phoenix here coming through, going to open that treasure trove. Find a couple of goodies for themselves here. It looks like it was a money trove, so they're going to have a lot of money to head up and spend on some jades and some potential gear here for the team. Unfortunately, Zhao Hui here still rocking the blue armor for themselves. They need to find a way to give Zhao Hui some armor to get back into this game as we head towards the Realm of Yang. We're going to see how Fun plus Phoenix came out on top in theirs, this time against the members of JDG. That Aurora Burst coming through. Dunk Queen going to get flipped over there almost immediately. Tuchik looking to make something happen, but gets caught out in the Aurora Burst, doing a ton of damage. That massive silence coming through. Silence coming in off of the staff as well. The Aurora Burst just putting in so much work here for Fun plus Phoenix as they continue to zone the members of JDG. Geki gonna go down. PP caught out here. The Sandstorm just locking him down. Tutik coming through as well. Sandstorm for Sandstorm here. Nobody gonna get any value out of it now. Tutik just looking to continue to keep the pressure up. Able to get that last second tap dodge there through the big swing off the staff here from Donkwing. Tutik really just trying to keep it alive. We're gonna see one Faroon invested from Donkwing. Tutik able to find the time to come back with theirs after avoiding the Faroon on the side of Donkwing, but it's Tutik and PP against the world here as all 3 members of Fun plus Phoenix come through and immediately just obliterate PP, and then Tutik goes down.
FBX coming hot off that last win as well, looking really, really solid right now. Running around Alliance, sitting in a bush actually, just avoiding getting into any trouble. Do not want to be dealing with them. Actually revealing themselves now, coming out with the bow shots to see if FBX actually are interested in getting involved in this fight. See, no buffs on them right now. So actually, the FBX are quite happy just to ignore the bow shots and move away. Now, BBE having a great game number 3 after a pretty tragic game number 2, have jumped into the realm of Yang. Round number 2, they won their last. Oh no, they lost their last one. Yeah, they lost their last one to FBX. They lost their last one. Let's see if they are going to try and be able to pull a win out of this next one. It's DRG being harassed a little bit here by KLA off on the side of the portal. FBX also making their way over, seeing if they're just going to beeline towards the portal. KLA actually being attacked now from behind from FBX. KLA found themselves in a pretty rough position where they're surrounded on multiple fronts, so they're going to have to reposition, move away. As it looks like BBE, they've got 14 seconds left on this. Oh, no, sorry, it's already timed out. They've just got this. That's going to be them quite happy. They'll probably take the Draco Storm, which is what most of the teams have been taking today from the Mora's Blessing. There it is, Draco Storm in pocket, back through the portal. See if they can find any action to get involved in, although a lot of the action is a bit of a distance from them. J-Team are nearby, though, so we'll see if they find themselves in a fight with them.
Yeah, Bauda here with the Mystic Might, looking to track some players down. I do believe they picked this up from a Morris Blessing. Coming across here on this skirmisher comp, and you know, the Mystic Might, very, very good for the skirmisher comp, allowing them to pick fights and weave in and out of them. And if there's multiple teams making good decisions about when to use that Wuchen port to get out and then potentially pressure back in to the third party, J-Team here, who was nearby to the members of BBE who came out there with the Draco Storm. Looks like we're able to avoid the eyes of Team BBE as we cut over to Team GG here, having another fairly solid game with 7 eliminations under their belt and finding themselves in a strong position on that cannonball comp. DRG riding it out here on that Ballista, looking to find an advantage and break into a fight here as we have Zone 3 entering collapse onto Zone 4 in the next 1 minute and 18 seconds here. This is going to be one of the last opportunities where these teams can take a safe engagement before we see those late game Bane's Breath start to come through as the Zone 4 and Zone 5 Morris Blessings start to spawn on in. DRG, again, just looking for an end to any fight here. Don Quing taking a little bit of damage, but able to just completely separate from DRG here, move away, and it does look like the members of Team TE have the Valiant challenge up right now, so they will know that Fun Plus Phoenix is down below, and they are trying to break away from them so that they can create a little bit of distance there. BBE sitting topside here, still with that Draco Storm. I don't know if they've noticed EWG down below, but it looks like they do. Roy Hee trying to find a break into this fight here with the range shot here coming in from the muskets. Not going to be able to land anything just yet. You only have 66 seconds left remaining on this Draco Storm. So Roy Shishi here really needs to find an opening for the team if they're going to make something happen, but it looks like they're going to opt to let EWG break away.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to be able to put some distance between the two of them. 11 minutes. This game's actually been quite a lot more relaxed than our previous games. There was a lot of action at the beginning, but since then, things felt like they've really died down. 30 players still in the game, 10 teams. So not really lost all that many, actually. Only losing 2 teams so far. And everyone else is at full power, at least in manpower. We don't know about the items and the kind of loot layout that they've got. QTG, bit of a blueberry right now. Can be pretty easily squashed. As EWG and J-Team find themselves up in the treetops, just taking a couple of light pot shots at each other. I think they're a little bit hesitant to full commit to a fight, especially with Bauda in the area as well. Someone could find themselves getting third-partied, and we've seen a couple of teams pull off some really solid third parties already today. So it's always something you got to be playing with in your mind, especially when there's still so many people left in the lobby. You take a fight, and when you're done with that fight, someone might swoop in and take you out while you're on cooldown and without full health and full gear. Catch you sleeping, so a little bit scary. Is LXM with the Flamer just putting a little bit of hurt there into Han. Han trying to land some cannon shots off onto LXM. LXM has to reposition as they actually lost a fair amount of armor there. Just a lot of cannon fire coming out. And it looks to be a pretty open zone. So this is almost typical kind of Buccaneer phase of the game, where you have a massive open space, which is perfect for these cannons. People just be taking pot shots at each other. Lots of high ground and little places to kind of hide in, but lots of open areas for you to see where everyone is and shoot those cannon shots out. And CJS, golden katana, purple cannon. Love to know what soul J's they got, but they're probably set up right now pretty well for that one. As you can see, it's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, CJS here really trying to pressure things up here for Team GG, make as much happen as humanly possible for the team. TE, though, not wanting to give up the space top side here. This is Zone 3 collapsing onto Zone 4. We're going to see those Morris Blessings coming through soon, which means we're going to see that first mid-game Bane Breath we were talking about, that these teams really need to start thinking about positioning around, and that's probably why you see things starting to take a much slower pace now as these teams prep to potentially play around that Bane's Breath and don't want to overcommit to these fights and find themselves in the middle of one as they take these engagements. BBE on the backside here, EWG just over the hill as well with that Valiant challenge as the members of Alliance pressure onto them, as well as some of these other teams. We're going to see some huge damage coming in from the cannons topside there. Fun plus Phoenix really keeping that pressure up onto EWG. All of them in that sort of blueberry stage, as you like to call it, with just the blue armors. Oh my goodness, XG going extremely low coming in. We will see the Dreadful Whale coming out, trying to buy a little bit of space for XG to find some healing. They get behind the rock here, but another team immediately pressuring them. This is the worst case scenario for EWG, who's on that blue armor, stuck between two teams, able to take all of those shots at them, going to be forced to head into the cave to find any sort of cover here. BDE looking to continue to keep the pressure off. Fun plus Phoenix going to back off, and there we go. We're going to see 9 with that Dreadful Whale just trying to buy space, hoping to catch some of those range shots as they potentially come in through the front of the cave there onto the team, and they're able to keep their members alive after being able to shift position and find that cover. Things could have gone very terribly wrong for them if BBE wanted to commit there, but again, we're just before that Bane's Breath coming in, and these teams not wanting to overcommit into a situation where they could potentially find Bane dropped on their head. J-Team down below here in a not so favorable position as well, as DRG pressures them, but now Bauda up above, also in a position to jump down onto J-Team, and the Ballista waiting above as well as Wushin comes in. We will see that Tesla ultimate connected onto him, followed up by J-Team's Lee with a huge Viper ultimate. That's going to force them to use that Wuchen ultimate. They're going to take control of the Ballista. Wuchen in range down below, going to be forced to go ahead and drop those wind walls to block the potential Ballista shots coming through, and Balda now finding themselves in an equally bad position down below where J-Team just was forced to use their Wuchen ult to escape as well.
Blind date didn't go well for them. Get forced out, lost their car. That's a bad blind date, that is. That's all I'm saying. J-Team able to force them. They actually got forced off themselves. Going to be moving away. Cannonball, a little bit too rough for them. But J-Team getting himself in a fight here. Low HP onto Zem, though. Finding himself in danger. Parry comes out from Wushin, but a great charm timing will save his life. Zem still going to be low HP. Going to get himself taken down as well. It's now LXY, the only one left standing. DRG able to take down J-Team like it's nothing. The Ballista shots came in to DRG, and I think that actually saved LXY's life. They were able to get away from that because the Ballista shot did hit, but now they're getting shot at by the Ballista, just breaking away, using those scale rushes and using as much movement as possible. Gets himself in the invisibility bush here as GG quite happily controlling this Ballista and this high ground for themselves. 6 minutes left on the clock, and oh, LXY sliding by. Don't know if 3-3-0 actually saw them there at that point, so they were able to break away as KTG hanging around the edge of this this zone has got himself the golden armor and golden fan, so pretty stylish. Just going to be healing themselves back up on the edge of this no ult zone. Do not really want to be getting involved in that. That zone is also backed right up against it. The Bane's Breath coming down as well. There's a lot of stuff going off in a very small space over here. BBE finding themselves. KLA just taking down QGG. The golden armor, the golden fan is theirs, but they're immediately getting jumped onto by KLA, trying to pick up their teammate, but it's going to be so hard to do so. CXC loses a massive chunk of HP. Rishichi just forced away, but the golden armor's theirs. They're going to be able to re-equip it, heal it back up, and what a win there. BBE may just be able to keep the pressure up onto the KLA members. believe they were able to get their teammate up. No, they were not able to get their teammate up. So BBE taking it all, sitting very happy with that one.
KLA here now trying to pressure away here. Down to 2 members left remaining alive. They have a decent number of eliminations under their belt, but that Ballista just staying in play, man, constantly pressuring these teams here. And GG still in full control of it. GG not wanting to pressure out too terribly much right now. They're more than happy with their Ballista control. They've been able to find 2 eliminations off of it. They're going to swap members on it as we speak now, though, as we do see the members of DRG trying to pressure in and create some pressure on them. GG's CJS here into the mech, the Yodohime here trying to cover the Ballista so they can maintain control as the zone pushes them closer and closer together. It is zone 5 collapsing onto zone 6. No more of those random banes getting ready to come through. So these teams now trying to vie for position, trying to keep the strong position together, and it looks like this Ballista is potentially going to stay in circle for a little while longer here as we move into zone 6. GG has really positioned themselves into such a strong position. 330 now gonna opt to move on to the mech for the team here as they get their second mech back online. 330 using those range shots to constantly rebuild that ult pressure here. We are gonna see the Viper stun getting ready to come through here onto the members. 330 turning the back to the rest of the lobby so that they can take as little damage as possible. Alliance's lane gonna go down here as we speak. GG
Ballista
continuing to keep the pressure up. Ballista coming through. 330 coming through. Flamer coming through. So much damage being pumped out by GG as they continue to take control of yet another lobby's end circle here. Ballista still in play. These teams cowering behind the rocks. Funfulous Phoenix trying to find anything they can as they turn on to BBE here, but 330 still just sitting up on the Ballista, gonna bring it forward here to bear on the rest of these teams. So many Ballista shots coming in left, right, and center. This lobby can't do anything about it. GG just has a dominating position. Snack takes a huge shot. They're not able to find the second one. J-Team comes in using the Tesla to try to remove the Ballista control here, but GG continues to maintain the space and momentum. They're not going to let anybody have this Ballista. It is theirs. Control of the lobby is theirs. They catch Snack yet again with a direct shot from the Ballista. More continuing to rain down repair kits, just trading hands with the members of Team GG as they keep the space going. CJS gonna take the mech now. The Yodo gonna go airborne here to keep the superiority of firepower that is GG right now as they own this final circle. Zone 6 collapsing down onto zone 7. Dunkwing gonna go down to shots raining in from CJS. We've got Ballista Cam, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see one of the players from GG being forced off the Ballista as the zone finally comes in to collapse that Ballista out of play. GG has used it to make so many plays, so many eliminations for themselves, ladies and gentlemen. GG rocking it here in our game number 3.
They're so low HP though, and they're gonna get jumped. Now that that Ballista walks out, everybody exacts their revenge and jumps straight into the mix. LXY goes in for the transformation there. CJS goes up for the Yotuo, gets himself as aerial as possible. He's low HP, got the Flamer, got the Golden Katana. LXM able to secure himself 1 kill though as the zone continues to close in. BBE, Roy Shishi with the Golden Fan, with the Golden Armor. They took off KLA, still in the game, still able to do damage. Charms looking to connect onto GG. If they hold themselves against the edge of this cliff, it's going to be the rock climbing ending for everyone in this game. But NXM, low HP, gets taken down by the zone. DRG able to secure that kill. CJS now healing back up, using that Flamer and just cooking everybody on the edge of the zone. That's going to be another kill for DRG as they got their 11th kill of the game. They are in control, but BBE holding the high ground. They might be able to take it all. They might be able to get the points on the board to actually win this one. But CJS just holding on low. Aibin keeping himself up. Ruishishi opening up onto DRG, and they are going to be taken down. Aibin juggles out the aggro, jumps into the zone, and puts the finaling touches on that kill for them. 6 players left in the lobby. Ruishishi once again opening up onto a J-Team member as LXY getting himself forced into the zone. Ruishishi makes sure that they are staying down for good. That's going to be another kill for BBE, putting them up to 9 kills as they're going to continue that pressure on. 3-3-0 now forced into the zone. Aibin in, and the rest of BBE just in complete control of the edge of the zone, in complete control of all of the fates of everyone else in this game. Scale rushes coming out. Now it's BBE who need to get themselves back into that zone. CGS trying to find some damage onto these members. Snack doing a lot to juggle them around, but there it is.